Hey everybody, it is Thursday, February 2nd, 2023 at 7:22 a.m. in my locale. As you can tell from the way I'm dressed, I'm not working today. Today's my day off, but today's going to be my on day for doing a lot of work. So let me tell you what happened. Okay, another fun-filled, very unique, strange-packed 2 days. Okay, the first thing we did, okay, I was supposed to be doing tours with my partner. This is 2 days ago. So she's doing one thing, I'm doing another thing, and I get off the boat for the first tour, and then the second tour lines up, and I said, "What do you think's going to happen next?" Here's something I've never seen before: 5 Mennonites in wheelchairs. They're young, which means they must have something. I don't know what's up, but we had to put them all on the boat. So I had regular passengers put on the boat. I'm the only person that is able to handle a PCO properly, so I went on that tour too, more as safety manager. They had a good tour. They saw lots of stuff. It was very unique for them. That was a unique one for me. That many animals on tour I've never seen. Yet again, another service dog was on one of the later tours, and then I just helped out and headed back here to me and Queso. Simple meals, everything's good. Got some sleep. Next day, I'm doing one set of tours. My partner Joe is doing the other set of tours. She's on the other side. They have to close the first one because the tide is too low. We knew that was going to happen. The second one opens up, but it opens up an hour late. So I said to her, "How do you want to do this?" And she said, "I'd like to be out on time today." I said, "Okay, well, you did the Bayside last time. I'll do it this time." So I ran over and did that. We had to take, for some reason, these boats aren't clean. And so we spend most of our morning, when we come in, scrubbing them down, cleaning them up. They're supposed to be clean by the end of that whole tour day. It should be clean and ready to go the next day. You just wipe it down and go on. We're not finding that on one of our boats, so I had to take some time, scrub the decks, clean it up. We had to do it for the other boat too. It's almost like there's a series of people that work on this boat that just can't seem to keep it clean. I don't get it. So I ran 3 bay tours yesterday. Not a lot of people. The other boat that I would have been on the backcountry, suddenly there was a mechanical issue, which is dun dun dun. We're listening to it on the radio as we're flying around the Florida Bay. Very simple part came loose, was hitting the propeller on one of the motors. They quickly picked it up, tightened it up very quickly. They were able to go on with their day. I still told my partner, "You stay there. I'll take care of the bay side." I took care of the bay side. We got in about 5:30-ish, I guess, more or less. And then the captain's like, "I got to do this because I just brought my trailer." And I was like, "Let's put gas in the boat. We park it. You go. I can do everything else." And I could. So it was already done. And that was really the end of that. And then I got home about 20 after 6. And I was beat. And got some dinner. Queso got some dinner. And then about 8:30, I just said, "That's enough." And I went to bed, and I slept for like 5 hours straight. So I finally caught up on all my sleep. So this morning, when the big guy gets me up at 4, it wasn't a horror scene. It was much, much easier. And we just started laundry about 6 a.m., so we were walking around in the dark outside, taking care of a few things here. Today's fix-it day. Okay, there's a good chance I have to go do my black tank and a black tank flush. About 4 of those. And then what I will do is take a look and see if it is still dripping. If it is, I will replace my black tank valve. And if it is not, it's not coming out of the valve or in any way possible, then I will hold off and see what happens. If it is beyond the valve, and this is now getting into plumbing and technical, if it's beyond the valve, before that part, well, then I could have a break in a seal somewhere. Because the way it works is you're supposed to seal it up like this. But if the break is over here, there's a hole or something, through that entire process, well, then I've got to figure out how to seal that. And I think the easy answer is, I hate to say it, the easiest answer is, rather than rip that whole piece apart, it's going to be a patch and a pipe clamp, and then the problem just disappears, and we have a black tank valve in the event of catastrophic failure. Today's Zen poem: gate after gate, adorned with festal pine, spring has come to each and every house, garnishing all with new green. Sagyo, 11/18/1190. Oh, speaking of, my last tour of the day yesterday on the Bayside, we had 2 Buddhist monks on there on top of everything else. Orange robes, shaved heads, the whole thing. So I was able to sit and chat with them for a little bit. Really nice guys. And I was like, hey, I'm wearing orange too. I'm on your team, right? And I said, just because I look like a weirdo walking around in hunting boots doesn't mean I'm not meditating every day and I'm not on your team. So welcome, brothers. And very happy. They were very generous with us. So that is a nice poem. Hang on, I'm going to reach back over. I'll be back. And the back. So let's take a sip of water. There we go. Let's do our daily rune pull. So yes, 2 or 3 great days. Stay tuned to the end of the video. I may have a surprise at the end. Okay. 2 runes again. Sorry. Jera, we pulled that one again. That's the harvest rune, 1 year span and cycle. So let's do it again. Okay, so everybody who's out there watching, even if you're watching on a replay, kind of, ask you a question. What do we need to know today to be happy, successful, and to move along with ourselves, and most importantly with ourselves, and then with others, and what we do. Pulled this one, but I pulled it this way. That's the warrior rune. That's Q. So let's see what that says. Upside down. The danger is that through hasty or ill-timed action, life force will leak out or is spilled away, and if an association is short-lived, do not grieve, for know that it has fulfilled its span. Matters of trust and confidence are at issue here, and with them the authenticity of your way in the world. Pulling this rune reverse, Tiwaz, means that you should be examining your motives. It is with self-conquest that you are concerned, or are you trying to dominate another? Are you lusting after outcomes, or are you forced on the task for its own sake? You will find those answers within yourself, not in outside advice. When you consult the runes, you are consulting yourself, the proper action for a spiritual warrior. So I'm reading this as, poem is talking about new growth, happiness, celebration, okay? And here it's saying, be careful not to act too quickly. So we're still working. However, we don't want to work too quickly. We want to know why we're doing what we're doing. And that's really what we're coming out. So even in a moment of joy, the poem, we are asking ourselves, what are we doing? Are we doing this for ourselves? Are we doing this for somebody else? Are we doing this to dominate somebody else? Are we doing this for us to succeed? Are we doing this because we just do the work? Like, why you do laundry? Well, it's a task. So what do you want? I want clean clothes. Okay, so you do the laundry. If you're hurting somebody else through doing your laundry, you got to start figuring out new ways to do your laundry. Okay, that's it. I'm hurting nobody because nobody's here yet. The first group of employee in this space came back at 3:15 a.m. He was security. The next group went out at 5:30. They work in the food truck. And I don't go in, but the next group would come in at about 8, and then 8:30, and then 9:30. So there you have it. So certainly something to think about. Not sure how to put it all together. If you know how to put it all together, put it in the comments. Let me know, because these are two things that just kind of they're not whole going together. I just see happiness and festival because I know, I know it's a new year coming up. I know all of that stuff. And then I see the other thing, which is be careful what you're doing. Understand your mode. Make sure your motives are clear for your efforts and actions because we are always trying to work and build forward. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, obligatory case of you. Anything you'd like to share to the people? Can we at least get a snort? A little late for him to do a video. Usually he's waking up now to have breakfast. All right. I also think he's got a tooth that's giving him trouble, so we gave him some aspirin this morning. He doesn't like it, but he's going to take it, and that's it. All right, so let's see. Again, today is going to be the maintenance day. Black tank, we're going to clean, flush, fill. We're going to inspect that. Laundry, we're getting the laundry done. That's going to be done. We got a little project going on the side. I will tell you if it is successful or not. If it's not successful, I'm not going to put the egg on my face. And let's see. General announcement. And that is that more and more I am considering doing a live stream to see what happens next. Just, again, in the nature of an experiment. So if I do one, it probably won't be tonight. It'll probably be tomorrow night, Friday. Probably be around 7-ish, I guess. And I will put out a post if I decide to do this. If you don't see a post that says, hey, live stream at 7, I'm not doing a live stream at 7. And I'll tell you more about it tomorrow, depending on how I think and how things work out today. Rather than plan too far ahead, I'm going to plan very quietly and say, this is my plan for the next 2 hours. When the laundry's dry, I'm going to fold it. I'm going to get a shower. I'm going to clean myself up. I'm going to then step outside, okay? And I'm going to start the waste process, okay? Because I'm going to do, oh my Lord, sorry. I'm going to do one empty, then a gray empty, and then I'm going to do 3 black tank flushes. Then I'm going to dump 5 gallons of clean water into that system, and 10 gallons of clean water, and then I'm going to pull the gate, and I'm going to see if it's still leaking. If it is, then we empty that system, we know it's clean, then we put the valve in, and we move on. Awning, other side of me, that also has to be done. It's out of alignment, okay? So the awning arms go like this, all right, and they are shifted this way. There is a way to fix them because the arms aren't bent, which you move the awning at the top of the ladder and you move it and the arms come back. That looks like another easy fix as well. So if I can have a couple of simplified fixes today, I'll take it, no problem. Other than that, I'll probably have to walk over to the marina at some point in time. Just check my schedule one more time and make sure that nothing has changed. It should be 8:30 Saturday, but I want to double check it. And other than that, empty the garbage. And, of course, vacuum the floor and do all those things. If I can get out there, okay, and I'm not supposed to wash my RV here, but if I can get out there, I might take a little soap and a little water and play with a mop on the sides when nobody's looking. I don't think anybody would be looking, but I don't want to rock the boat, for lack of better terms. So that would be a nice thing to do as well. Seedlings. The seedlings, many of them started to sprout. Oh boy, here we go. So I believe we've got some carrot. I believe we've got some basil, spearmint. Okay. After that, I did some green pepper, but I'm not sure it's going to come up because I took those fresh seeds and I tried to work them out and dehydrate them, dry them out so that I could use them. But if they don't bloom, then everything gets dumped back into the compost heap, and we just start over again. We don't worry about it. All right, I'm getting out of here. It's getting kind of long. I'm going to get into what I'm getting into. So have a good day, and look for a post for me today. If not, I will talk to you tomorrow. So have a good day. If you can figure out the Zen poem and the rune together, comments. If you want me to discuss something, put it in the comments. If you have an idea, put it in the comments. And if you think this video has any value to anyone else to share that information, please share my channel out. Please share the video. We're always happy to have new people and new faces to bring new dimensions of like-minded thought. Have a good Thursday.